everyone. I'm gonna make hot sauce today with those peppers that we got from the garden. It's gonna be a small batch, guarantee gonna be on by the end of the week. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start off with these peppers. I washed them. I'm gonna take the tops off and de-seed them, throw them in this container, along with some garlic. I'm just gonna rough chop. It doesn't have to be perfect, so be right back. Okay, now that that's done, you can see it is nothing fancy, nothing special. There's even a couple seeds in there. That's totally fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you know how to save your seeds for your peppers and you want to, go for it. I'm just going to compost those. And then I'm going to add a 4-to-1 vinegar to water ratio into my pot and bring it up to a boil. Please, 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 please open your windows. When you're doing this, you are essentially going to end up gassing yourself if you don't. And when I mean a 4-to-1 ratio, I mean that I have a cup of vinegar in here to a fourth a cup of water. So I went ahead, turned my stove on, poured that water in. We're going to be back when it is boiling. Okay, so we're up to a roaring boil. So I'm going to turn it down just a little bit so that it more simmers. And what I'm looking for is some of these peppers that are really hard, obviously, because we just picked them off the vine. I'm looking for them to be slightly squishy. They might even lose some of their color. That's okay, but we're just gonna let this kind of simmer down for a bit and I'll be back. Okay, so this has been simmering for maybe only like 5 minutes. We can see that some of the peppers are a different color, and when I push down with my spoon, I can actually cut all the way through the pepper. So that's how I know it's done. So I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to slowly put my peppers, and just my peppers, and garlic into my food processor. Now you can do this with a blender, you can do it with an immersion blender, whatever is going to work best for you. But the main thing I'm not going to do at this point is dump everything into there. One, it's incredibly hot, and two, I don't want all that liquid right away. This allows me to control the viscosity of my hot sauce. So if I want it to be thinner, I add more of this solution. If I want it to be a thicker, chunkier sauce, then I add less. So by doing it a little bit at a time, I'm able to control that. So let me get all of this into that and be right back. Okay, so I just gave it a quick pulse. You can see it's not really coming together. It's still chunky. That's because I don't have a lot of liquid in there. So I'm going to slowly add some of the remaining liquid in and continue to blend. I can also add any additional seasonings, any kind of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. If this is not spicy enough, you can add chili powder. You can really get creative with the different flavors that you're throwing in here. But for now, I'm just going to add some liquid, maybe salt, maybe a bit of sugar, something like that. Okay, so we have been blending for a bit. We still have liquid left. Looking at it, it looks a good consistency to me. I like the taste. I did add some salt, onion powder, and garlic powder just to give it a little bit more body. But let's go ahead and get this in a jar. And that's it. That's your hot sauce. There are some flakes of the red pepper still in here. That's totally fine. Not going to harm anything. But I'm going to put a lid on this and going in the fridge. Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.